Erectile dysfunction in men of different age has become a real scourge of the 21st century. It influences men of all nationalities and does not avoid anyone, neither rich nor poor. Even in recognized paradises of the world, problems with potency attack men, spoiling their lives, undermining their self-confidence and marital relations. For example, during recent 5 years, 2013 to 2018, in Florida there was an increase in the incidence of erectile dysfunction by more than 30%. This is due to the growing level of stress in the life of the average person, nervous work, bad habits and many other negative factors. Note that the figure of 30% is derived from only those cases of the disease, the data about which are in disposal of the doctors, that is, based on patients who addressed urologists. Meanwhile, such men are a minority, because few people are willing to share so intimate problems with doctors, and even less believe that a visit to a doctor will help get rid of insufficient erection. However, this is exactly what a man should do if he starts experiencing problems in bed. In this case, embarrassment is a superfluous thing. A qualified urologist will examine you and prescribe you the most suitable drug against head. The earlier the therapy began, the faster you will feel its result, and the more stable and long-term it will be. Most men who consult a doctor at an early stage of problems with potency are completely cured of it within 1 to 3 months. To date, the most frequently prescribed med in the US for combating erectile dysfunction is Viagra. It is a well-known and very effective remedy for solving male sexual problems. Nevertheless, this medicine is rather expensive, and not every health insurance covers full course of treatment of erectile dysfunction. Here are some variants of US health insurance and approximate costs. Take into consideration that the minimal course of treatment lasts 30 days. Not all insurance plans offer coverage of treatment of erectile dysfunction at all, and some of them, like Medicare Classic, provides less money per month for this than needed. Some insurance packages cover visits to the doctors for getting prescription for Viagra, and some, not. The average cost of a neurologist's consultation in Florida is $90. There is a very useful trick, thanks to which you can save a lot of money and buy Viagra cheap both in Florida and in other US states. Yes, it is still necessary to spend money on a visit to a doctor, because the American legislation lists sildenafil citrate, the active substance of Viagra, among drugs that are sold only on prescription. But the doctor writes out the prescription not specifically for Viagra, an expensive medicine produced by Pfizer, but for its active substance and the specific dosage of it. This gives patients the opportunity to legally acquire much less expensive generic Viagra, i.e., its analogs containing the same sildenafil and the same dosage, but manufactured by other pharmaceutical companies, often based in other countries. If you are willing to buy generic Viagra, Florida online pharmacy is the best way to do it, while in local ones generics are hardly to be found and their prices are higher. Quite a lot of online drugstores operate in sunny Florida. In addition, you are able to make an order from any more distant pharmacy, headquartered in any part of the US. For most pharmacies which work online, the place of your residence does not matter, since delivery is carried out by transport companies. The process of making an order is easy and similar to purchasing in any online store. Payments are usually carried out online. Pay attention to the fact that the transaction page should be encrypted, otherwise your money can be stolen by third parties. Here an important moment should be mentioned. If you don't hurry and can wait from 1 to 3 weeks, you can order Viagra or its generic in an abroad online pharmacy. The most popular internet drugstores for Viagra and Canadian and Indian resources. Then the legislation of the US will not be in force, and you won't need to present the prescription at all. At the same time, you won't violate any American laws by purchasing this med over the counter. Cost of delivery from overseas pharmacies is comparable with the one throughout the US, unless you choose urgent delivery.